Hello, Maurice.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
How are you?
Maurice. Oh, good. And you? How you doing?
I'm fine.
Fine. Good.
Fine.
A lot of work or relax?
Yes. No, a lot of work today.
A lot of work.
Like
And
every day.
so during the day, you go to work to CNR, right? And
Yes.
at night. So what time do you give classes? The evening.
Yes, the evening at normally just Tuesday and Wednesday
Tuesday and
at
Wednesday.
the from 7 p.m. to sometime Wednesday to 8:30.
To 8:30. Okay, you just teach an hour and a half.
Yes.
I see. All right, that's at Barrios University.
Yes.
And where did you graduate from?
From the University del Salvador, Universidad del
Of
Salvador.
El Salvador, from San Miguel as well.
Yes, 2 times because I have 2 careers.
Oh, really? Which ones do you have?
Psychologist.
Oh, nice. Psychologist and a lawyer
Yes.
and notary as well. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Congratulations then. Yes,
Thank you.
it's good learning new things, right? Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Mariela, how about you? Welcome, Mariela. Sorry for the inconvenience yesterday, Mariela.
Don't worry.
Welcome. How was your day?
Uh, I'm a little tired.
A little tired. All right. Good. So you work in the finance you mentioned, right? So where did you graduate from? What's your
What?
education background? Where did you graduate from?
I'm graduate en
I
licenciatura en Contaduría Pública.
I graduated from
I graduated from
mhm, public accounting.
Public Accounting.
Okay, and which university did you graduate from?
The Salvador University.
Which university did you graduate from?
Can you listen?
We can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
El Salvador University.
Uh, yes, I don't know, but your audio, can you turn up the volume? And the cameras. Yes, can you turn on the cameras so I can see you? Thank you, Mariela. Okay, then
Thank
we're gonna
you.
have Maurice and Xavier. Good. So Mariela, which university is it? National University.
Salvador National
National
University.
University. Which year did you finish? Okay.
2005.
Oof, you said that expression. Oof. Nah, it's like that was like maybe like when you said like oof, maybe 2080, 2000, or maybe I'm sorry, 1990, 1980. But I don't think that you graduated in that time. You look pretty young.
No,
Yes, you look
not
pretty young.
young.
Yes or no, Maurice? Saber, right? She looks young, right? Look, Saber, even
No.
with the glasses to see you better. Yeah, you look pretty young. It's not like, oof. Yes. Good. So, which year did you finish?
In 2005?
2005. Okay, well, very recent. Very recent. Yes. Good. I got Xavier, Maurice, Gamer is coming. Eunice, Maurice, can you turn on your camera? So I need to see you.
Yes.
Like,
Wait, I am installed setting up.
okay, good. So you're making up right now, right?
Yeah.
Making up. Okay. Yes. Eunice. Could you turn on your camera so then I
Oh,
can
teacher,
see?
I
No?
can. No,
You're traveling or what is it?
I can't.
Okay, okay. Ludwin, can you turn on your cameras? Maurice, Jamie, then Maurice is there, good. In his own office, good. Yes, because as I said, right, it's not me. It's just INSA 4 is sending out. You need to have your students with your camera on. You need to have your people active because they are, remember that we are recording. It says in the top, recording. So we are recording the classes and all the classes are being uploaded. So then they are watching and they're saying, yeah, these and this class students are not having their cameras on. So we need to see them. We need to see, that's why the camera, we need to have the cameras on. So Rocio, Jamie, Jacqueline, Ludwin, if you can turn on your camera, please do so. Yes, it's even better. For example, when I don't know about you, but me, when I have a visual contact, I feel better. I think that the dynamic changes because when you see, for example, only dark screens, everything looks dark. Yes, but when I see you, well, I see different faces, so I see like more interaction. I, it's for me, it's even better. Good. So if you can turn on the camera, Irina, Christian, Rocio, Jacqueline, Irene. Well, Eunice said no, but I'm sorry. Yes, El. So you can turn it on. Good. Sorry for yesterday. I don't know the internet service yesterday was blinking many times. Blinking. The modem was blinking and it didn't work. Vocabulary blink. The internet, the modem was blinking. Blink. I know that you're gonna say Blink 1982 is a band. Yes, it's a group. Blink. Yeah, it's a band, but and Blink in a technology, what is it? Vocabulary means something different. What is Blink? Any idea? Google. What is Google telling us? Blink.
Pestañear, maybe.
Yes, it's like when you move your eyes, but when you had the modem and you can see the internet service that is blinking, that is blinking. So
Intermitente.
yes, like that, right? So that means that the internet is just not good. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. Yeah, that was yesterday. Today, hopefully, no, right? Hopefully, no problems today. Good. So yes. So we have many things to do today. We're gonna have like a short talking, and also while the other ones are coming in, we're gonna have like a short. We're gonna get to know about the past. That is the activity. Get to know about. Let me write it here. Yeah, we're gonna have a short activities like get to know your past, your history, like your education. Where did you study? Who was your teacher? Maybe, right? What did you study? What did you learn? Where did you go? What did you do? You can say, for example, where you grew up, right? Things like that. It's about get to know your past. Where were you born? For example, let me see. Giovanni, Ludwin, where were you born? Where were you born? Ludwin, where
Sorry.
were you born? The question, where were you born?
Well, I born in San Salvador.
I was born. I was born. The verb to be in the past. I was born. Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes. I was born in San Salvador.
Okay. And when were you born? And when were you born?
I born
I was born.
February. Yes, sorry. I was
What?
born February 19,
Mhm.
1997.
1997. Yes. We're gonna talk about that and also about some times in the past. And when we talk about years, for example, like he said, like 19, which year, Ludwig?
19
19.
February.
Yes, the year. What was the year? The year that you were born.
1997.
You were born in 1997? Really?
Yes.
Man, you're an adolescent. Yeah, yeah, 97, right? Yes, good. I was born in, yes, but when we give numbers, we give it like 2 and 2. Yeah, let me show you like something short here about when we talk about the years in the past. I think I told you this before, but it's good just to remember. When we talk about years, so you can say, for example, 19 here. It's not very common to say 1997. No, it's better to split it. It's better to split it out. Split it out. What is split it out, Jami? The word split it out. Split. I have split it out. Split it out. What is the meaning of a split? You have the technology there. Just check, search, split. What is a split?
Separar.
Split?
Separar.
Yeah, it's separate. It's like
Sep-
separate. When you divide something, right? You split, I don't know, maybe a cake. When you have a birthday, a big cake, you have to split it, right? In many pieces for everybody. So you split it. So when I said the word split it out, it's like divide. So this, when we talk about years, you have to split like 2 and 2. So we don't say 1997. No, it's better to split it out. And then you said 1997. 1997. Xavier, when were you born? When were you born?
I was born in
On
August 25th,
Huh?
1994.
1994. Okay, very young. 1994. Good. Let me go. I'm gonna ask you just a few. Let me see. Andrea Cardona, when were you born?
on January
Huh?
2nd in 1993.
1993. Okay, very nice. Good. Let me see. Christian, when were you born?
Eh,
I was born.
was born in
I
El
was born.
Salvador in the year 1996.
Again. Repeat again. 1000.
1996.
96. Okay, yes, and it's correct. And normally we say this one 1996 when we talk about money, for example, when you're counting something. But when you talk about years, it's better to split it, like divide it, like 2 and 2. It's better to say 1996. 1996. Yes, it's better to say 1996. Let me go with one more. Maurice, how about you? When were you born?
97,
19.
1979,
Again?
79.
1979. Okay, 79. Yeah, that's it. Always you have to split the years, right? 1979, 1996, 1993, and 1994. So and Ludwig is 1997. Man, very young. Good. Who was born in 2000 here? Someone? Someone that was born in 2000? No? In 1998? No? Gamero, when would you burn?
Okay, 1982.
1982? Okay,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
2000. Okay. Yeah, we are on the same page. Okay, yes. So what we're gonna do is like get to know about your past. Talk about things in the past. Questions. I'm gonna give you. We're gonna talk about, for example, the person and also the education. What could be some questions? How would you ask me about my education? Ask me about my education in the past, of course. You need to ask in the past. Sophia, ask me a question about education. Ask me.
Tell me about when you,
Huh?
how do you say cursar?
Finished,
Finished.
graduated.
When do you graduate or
In the past. Give me the past.
when?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
When did you graduate from
Great.
high school?
Very good.
Graduate.
When did you graduate from high school? Good. So Jacqueline, is that correct? When did you graduated? The verb is in past or original when I have did.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
of course.
In original form.
Okay, so
Base
what
form,
the base form, so the sentence is
when did you graduate?
graduate. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Sophia. When did you
Okay.
graduate from high school? Okay, very good. Another question about education. Let me see. Rafael, ask me a question about education. Rafael, ask me about my education, whatever you want.
I
Do
have a
you
question.
remember what is the primary school in your childhood?
Again, do you remember your primary school? Yes, I do. I remember my primary school in my community, in my town. I cried every day going to school. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go to school in the morning. Yes, thank you. Yes. Other questions? Ask me questions about education in the past. Of course, you need to know me in the past.
What was your favorite subject
Good.
in the school?
That's a good question. What was your favorite subject? My favorite subject was mathematics, but then I changed into English.
Nice.
Later was English. Yeah, but my first one, mathematics. Yes. More questions?
Good.
Thank you. Everybody, ask me questions in the past about education.
Where did you study your high school?
I studied my high school in La Unión, Conchagua, La Unión. It's in a complejo educativo. Yes, I graduated from high school there. Thank you. Good. More questions?
Where did you study at the university?
I studied at Univo University. It's in San Miguel.
San Miguel, right.
San Miguel.
Very well.
Yes. Good. More questions? We're talking about education. Tell me more.
How did you how did you study at school?
How did I study? Okay. How did I study? Yes. Let me see. Let me try to get your question. How did I study? Like presential or online or some? Is that your question?
Methodology. I don't remember the methodology.
Oh, how was the methodology? Okay. Well, in this case, when I was studying, the methodology was very traditional. Was very traditional. The teacher writing in the blackboard, a lot of, and you were copying, right? Or the teacher reading a book and you were writing the dictation. Yes, very traditional education, no technology at that time. Good, thank you. More questions in the past. Victor, Eunice asked me questions about education. Maurice, everybody. I want everybody to ask me questions. Formulate the questions in the past.
What did you
What was
study English?
your worst day in your education?
Again?
What was the worst day in your education?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. What was my worst day in my education? Okay, I have to think about that. Oh, I think, yes, I prepared myself a lot for an interview. When we were in a high school, there was an opportunity to go and study 2 years in United States for a technician. It was a technician to go to United States for 2 years and then return to El Salvador. And I prepared for that, and I failed the interview. I was very nervous, so I failed. I think that was my worst day. That was terrible. I didn't get the scholarship.
Okay.
Thank you. Mariela, what was your question?
Where did you learn English?
Again, where did I
What
learn?
did what did learn
Uh-huh.
English?
I learned English at ITCA FEPADE. ITCA FEPADE, and then the university. And then practice, practice, practice. And from music, I recommend you to listen to music. I know a lot of old bands because I loved that music. And that's how I learned. Okay, thank you. More questions? Questions at the pass? Rocio, everybody, questions?
What
Christian?
was the name? What
Huh?
was the name of your career?
Okay, good question. The name of the career is, in this case, was bachelor degree, a bachelor degree in education with the English teaching, in the English teaching area, right? Oh, the English specialization, if you put it that way. Good. Thank you, Adele. More questions?
Did you do the PAES test and what was your qualification?
My score. Oh, yes. Good. Um, I did the PIES test and I got 7.8, I think. I was acceptable. Not good, but not bad, right? 7.8. Yes. Good. What else? Other
What
question?
was what
Uh-huh.
was the most difficult exam? TOEIC or TOEFL?
Oh, it was TOEFL. The TOEFL? Yes, the TOEFL was the most difficult. The TOEIC was very easy, but the TOEFL was very difficult. The first time, like the second time, it was more understandable, but the first one was very difficult. Yes, thank you. Good. We also have like this one, accomplishment. What are accomplishment? Someone is leaving. Don't go. Accomplishment. What is accomplishment, Maurice?
Un cómplice.
Huh? What is accomplishment?
Accomplishment. How do you write it?
It's in the chat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see
It's
it.
like to realization.
Okay. Yes, it's like accomplishments. Uh-huh. It's like the things that you obtain in life, the things that you have gotten. Like for
Los
example,
logros.
yes, it's like when you say like a goal that you obtain when you finish something. For example, you can say, I graduated from high school. Good, that is your accomplishment. You can say that, what? Let me see. I graduated from the university. Accomplishment. You can say I got my job in my area. That's an accomplishment. I bought a car, maybe. That's an accomplishment. I bought a house. It's an accomplishment. Good. Everything that you plan and you obtain is an accomplishment. Like Mauri said, right? It's something that you achieve. Okay. So we're gonna ask questions. You need to create questions about, for example, here about family. Okay. You need to ask questions like and also where about the place, like where do you live, when would you burn. Good. How many brothers and sisters did you grow up with and pass? And also we're gonna have about I said this one, education, and also about accomplishments in life, and also about work experience. What is a work experience? Experience? How would you ask me a question? For example, let me see, Irene, ask me a question about my work experience.
Did you work hard or easy?
Okay. Did you work very hard or very easy? That's a question. Good. There you go. Another question about my work experience.
Is
Mhm.
you think a good experience for learn English?
Okay. Like, did you have good experience in learning English? Okay, good. So you can ask questions about, for example, what was your first job? For example, what did you do in that job, right? And what did you
What did
learn?
you do?
Who was your boss? Okay.
You
What were
like
you?
your boss?
Did you like your boss? Right. Normally, yes. Those are the questions about work. Um, what was your second job? What did you do? Did you like it? How was the environment? How was the work? You have a lot of questions, but simple past. You need to create questions in past. Basically, it's like a short interview. Like we need to create some questions to make an interview to your classmates. All right, but you need to ask about the past, like when were you born? Where were you born? How was your childhood? Let me write it here. Childhood. What is childhood?
Infancia.
Infancia, right? How was your childhood? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Okay. What activities did you do when you were a child? What programs did you watch? Did you watch Dragon Ball Z? Yes, I think the majority, right? Good. Yes. Did you like Chespirito, Rafael? Rafael, maybe yes. Okay, good. So questions about the childhood. For example, the things that we used to eat in the past are very different from right now. Some things are different, right? Before, when we were in child, no, we didn't have too many fast food restaurants. Right now we do. Yes. So you need to create questions. Basically, about the person's ex background. You need to know about the family, but the questions you need to first, we need to create the questions, and then we're going to practice those questions, and you need to tell me the questions that you have. So we're going to put it in pairs. You need to create first, let me see, 12 questions. 12 questions. You need to create 12 questions about the other person, but everything in the past, about education, about work experience, about childhood, about where were you born, what did you do, things about the past. You just need to interview that person, but in the past. So remember how many questions, Jami? How many questions?
12.
12 questions. Okay, 12 questions. And Hugo, about what? Those questions are about what?
About education,
About
about
education,
childhood,
childhood,
about work
About work. Yes, very good.
and about good experience is the same.
Experience in the past, exactly. And everything is in the past. When was, what was, okay, what did you, right? So create those questions. I'm gonna give you time to create those questions, and then you need to ask those questions to another person. Yes, first we need to create 12 questions. Here we go. I know that this is the breakout room, and sometimes I don't know, but sometimes when I create small groups, so some of you get disconnected. I don't know why, but let's try, right? Try to work with your partner, but I want you to discuss the questions, right? For example, okay, imagine Mariela and Xavier. Okay, Mariela, let's create these questions together, but speaking. Okay, what questions? Like, where were you born? How do you write that? You need to, where were you born? Make sure that Xavier and Mariela, you have the same question correctly. You need to discuss the question. Like, for example, and then if you have Jamilet and let's say Michael, and they said, okay, we're going to create a question. It's like, let me see, where do you grow up? Where do you grow up? Is that correct? Where do you grow up?
No.
No, right? Okay, what is the question?
Where did you grow up?
When?
Yeah, but the question, remember that it's in past, right? It's like, where did you grow up, right? That's what I need. You need to practice in pairs to have correct questions. All right, so here we go. Let me tune 10 is okay, 10. You need to create those 12 questions, then we return. So you have, I'm gonna give you like 10 minutes to create the questions, and then we return. Okay, there you go. So I have Andrea, Jennifer. We got two group of 3, and then we have go for it. Everybody, you can go and create those questions. Andrea, Xavier. Andrea, can you see your invitation? Andrea? Hello, Andrea, can you hear me? Andrea, can you hear me? Peter? Hello, Peter? Hello, Eric, Jaime, James, Eric, Eric, James, Eric. Can you hear me, Eric? Hello, Jaime. Eric, can you hear me? Hello, Eric. Can you hear me, Eric? I think Eric is not here. But James, are you driving or something? Hello, Eric.
Hello, teacher.
What happened? I was waiting for you.
Oh my God. No sé qué le pasa a eso, que no se escucha.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I was like looking for you. I think James is coming. He's going home right now. But you need to create some questions, right?
Yes.
Do you
In
understand?
this question,
Uh-huh.
the en this, en what y en where. O
Yes.
solo,
No, all questions. You can use all WS questions like where, when, what, who. Yeah, different questions in past. Remember, like for example, a question could be like where I'm sorry, like when were you born? Oh, I was born at this time. And where were you born? I was born in this place. Okay. Who was your teacher, maybe, right? Or where did you go to school? And when did you finish high school? Okay. Or another question like what was your favorite subject? My favorite subject was, and then you give the information. You can use all tenses. And if you want, we can give time to James, and I can move you with another group so you can have more practice. Let me see, because we're gonna give time to James to go home.
okay.
So I'm gonna send another group so you can practice. So yeah, with Andrea and Ludwin. So you have time to get home, James, and let me know once you get home.
Where did you study
Study.
Study.
Uh-huh.
Study university.
Okay, remember that when you said, where did you study at the university? So where is the question. Where did you study? At the university. So it's the question and the answer. It's better to say, for example, like the question is like, which university? Which university did you study?
The name.
Yeah,
No.
because when you say where, it's about the place, right? Location. Where,
Okay.
the question could be like simple like that. Where did you study? That's it. Where did you study? Oh, I study at National University. But right now you only need to create the 12 questions. How many questions do you have?
7.
7? But you need to have the same questions. The same questions. Similar questions. Give me one question, Mariela, that you have.
Where do you grow up?
Where did you? Remember did. Where did you grow up?
Where
Okay, and
did you
Rocio,
live?
you need to have the same question. Give me another question, Rocio.
When did you eat China food?
Yes, when did you eat Chinese food? It's okay. But remember that the questions is about knowing the person, like about where they lived, where they grew up, about the education, about work. It's about to know the people, about the past. So you need to have similar. Tienen que tener las mismas preguntas, right? Similar questions. Same questions, Mariela, the same questions, Rocio. Similar.
Okay.
All right. You need to create 12 questions. Let me visit the other people. Continue. Hello, Natalie. You were working with Ludwig, right? Giovanni.
Experience in your job.
Great. Did
And
you
your job.
finish? Almost?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many questions do you have?
12.
Okay. Can you, let's see, Adele, give me one of those questions?
When were you born? How was your childhood? Where did you study in elementary school?
Right.
What career did you study at the university? And when did you graduate?
Very good. Jamilet, the other 6. Thank you, Adele.
What was your first job? What did you do in your first job? What time did you work job in your first what time did you work in your first job?
Job.
Okay. How long did you work in the last company? What was the worst experience in your job? And what was the best experience in your job?
Very good. Yes, all questions are correct about past. Thank you. Yes. Right now, what you can do is like a short practice between you and Adele, because you will ask these questions to another one, not between you and Adele. It's going to be another person. But just give me a moment. Let me get everybody ready. Continue practicing. All right.
Okay.
Finish? Fellas, with the questions?
Yes, I am in late in the class.
Okay.
Then I am understanding instruction for the exercise, but we write with question interrogative in past.
Correct. Yeah. Questions about personal, when were you born? Or you can say I was born in February 28, 1987. And where were you born? Oh, I was born in this place. And
Oh,
where did you, for example, where did you grow up? The place, right, that you grew up. I grew up in past. I grew up in this place. And okay, how was your childhood, right? When you were a baby? Oh, my childhood was very good, right? I didn't have too many responsibilities. I watched TV all the afternoon after school, right? You describe. And then other questions about education. Where did you study high school? When did you finish university? Um, for example, what was your first job? Did you like your last job? Yeah, everything is in past.
the beginning, the question is
It's with W's
instruction.
question with what, where, and then did. Like
Oh,
where did you,
where
for
did?
example,
Okay.
where did,
What did?
remember did in the
What
past.
did? What time did?
What time did you, yes, for
Okay.
example, what time did you wake up when you were 10 years old? Oh, when I was 10 years old, I woke up at 7 a.m. or 10 p.m. depending, right, the day.
Yes. We now understand the instructions and the questions, the great questions, no personals. Questions is the ordinary
Okay,
exercise
yes.
ordinary. Sorry, but the time finish.
Yeah, almost time. Yeah, we're gonna return. Christian, do you have
Okay.
the questions?
Yes, teacher. Solamente una consulta.
Yes.
The did use se usa, pero, o sea, cuando se afirma algo, como, bueno, el compañero decía, congelaste, o cómo era la pregunta, compañero.
Habíamos formulado la pregunta de Did he freeze the bears?
The beers. Oh, yeah. That is like when yes or no questions, right? And then you can say yes, he did, or no, he didn't. But that's when yes, no questions. But in this case, it's an open question. Like, for example, let me see. For example, let me see, where did you study? Good. I have an open question, right? Where did you study? Christian, remember, did is for past, to make questions in the past. Where did you study? So in this case, when you have a long answer, so you don't need to use did. It's like, oh, I studied at this place, right? I went to study to this place. My favorite subject was good. Was mathematics. Good. My favorite teacher was. So you describe. Another question, for example, another question could be like this one, like, what did you do in your last job? Here, Christian, do you understand that question?
Es que, no, lo que yo no entendía de la pregunta es que si se ocupa para firmar algo o si se le agrega el día, es como que estamos preguntando de antes.
Yes, but it's like yes, no questions. And you can only use did when you have a affirmative sentence. Like, for example, let me ask you,
Past.
Christian, Did you take a shower today in the morning?
Yes,
I did. Uh-huh.
yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Very good. Let me see. Did you work today?
Yes, I did.
Very good. Let me see. Did you drink whiskey today?
No, I don't. No, I
No,
didn't.
I didn't. I did not.
I
Didn't.
didn't.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. Only
Teacher,
with
question?
yes, no questions.
I don't like whiskey.
I don't like whiskey right now. I don't.
Teacher,
Yes.
a question. The form in the question is close. Is close.
Mhm.
Close. Begin did.
Did. Yes. That is like
But
yes, no
but
question. Uh-huh.
but what question is open question? Uh, begin what, where, when, what time,
Exactly. WH questions.
y luego did.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like for example, if
I
someone
understand.
yes, a yes no question could be like did you play yesterday? Did you play soccer yesterday? Oh, yes, I did. No, I didn't. That's a yes no question. But if I ask you, what did you do yesterday? Oh, so that is an open question. Yesterday I went to the movies, I practiced with my friends, right? We drank some chocolate and we play soccer. So you have lone answers. Like where did you? Christian, do you understand now?
No,
Christian?
teacher.
Yes? Christian?
Sí, sí.
Clear
Eh,
or do you have questions?
no, no, y sí, ya lo comprendí más o menos. Sí, ya,
Yeah,
es que no
remember
sabía.
that only like yes and no. You say yes, I did. No, I didn't. But when you have a
Okay.
lone WS question, so then it's a lone answer. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna leave right now. Just give me a moment.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Remember questions in the past. You need to have 12 questions in the past. Load. Finish. Got a
So,
hiccup.
so.
Finish. So. Okay. Remember, formulate questions in the past, right? Where did you, what did you, when did you, who was, what was, right? um did you, for example, someone's gonna say, what was your first job? So you can say my first job was. Okay, did you like your first job? Yes, I liked it. No, I didn't like it at all. Why? Explain. um okay, what activities did you do in your last job? Oh, I did this, I had to do this, a lot of activities in the past. Did you like your boss? Maybe. No, I hated him. Some people say that, but never say that in a meeting. Don't say that. Yeah, if you go to a job interview, never talk bad about the previous company or about the previous job. Never. Because if you're talking bad about your previous company or job, so it will be the same with this one. So it's like no, sorry. So you can say, oh yes, he was a great boss, I really admire him, I learned many things from him, and yeah, he was my mentor, and I enjoy being with him. Good. But never talk bad about him or her. Yes, otherwise Gamero will kick you out. Okay, all right, give me the questions. Tell me questions. Tell me some of the questions that you have so I can listen.
Did you ever escape from school?
Good question. Everybody?
Only Friday.
Only Friday. Okay, everybody, tell me questions. I need to listen to the questions that you have, so I can tell if they're right, or we're gonna correct them.
What time did you wake up to went to university?
To go to university? Good question. Okay. What time do you wake up to go to university? Good. What else? Everybody, give me. Everybody has to tell me the questions that you have.
Did you have a fight when you went to school?
Yes. Good question.
What was the signature that you dislike?
This again. The question.
What was the signature that you dislike in the high school?
Okay. Oh, I understand. Yes. Signature is like when you sign a paper. For example, you say, I agree, your signature, right? You sign like your autograph, signature. But when we talk about this, it's like
Assignment.
subject.
Subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Subject. What was what is the question?
What was the subject you dislike in the high school?
You dislike in high school. You didn't like. Oh, yes. I know. I have the answer. I didn't like, I hated completely creativity. Creativity, yes, I was terrible with this subject because the teacher, she was really good. She was a really good teacher. She had a lot of activities, but it was me that I didn't like creativity. We were like drawing, yeah, that was okay. Painting, good, but we were like knitting, like this one, knit, like the grandmother, they knitting, they make gloves, hats, they knit. Knit, what is knit? Knitting?
Tejer.
Huh? Again?
Tejer.
Exactly, right? Like we were knitting, we were doing some things, and I hated that. I hated that in my case, right? Creativity. I was not good in creativity. Well, I was good in creativity, but I didn't like it. That was the problem. Or doing some little things out of paper. Like, I don't, how do you call this? It's how do you call that? You made papers. You made some drawings with paper. How do you call it?
Lo siento, pero no sabes.
How do you call it when you
Origami.
again?
Origami.
Again?
Origami.
Origami. I think origami. I didn't like that part. Yeah, that's me. Good. Other questions? That's a good question. Ask me more questions.
How do you say taquigrafía?
Again?
How do you say taquigrafía?
Taquigrafía? Tachygraphy?
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean about grading?
Yes. Yes. I hate this subject. But
okay.
How do you say it in English? Taquigrafía.
Tachygraphy maybe? It's about grading, right? Orthography. Is that orthography? No?
Como letra de la...
Con símbolos.
Eran como unos ganchitos para reducir la palabra, algo así.
Como de las secretarias de antes.
Ajá, eran como unos
Yeah.
ganchitos abreviados.
Okay, like the Palmer method, no? Method Palmer, something similar, no? Tachygraphy or grading subject? I don't know how to say that. Maybe tachygraphy, orthography, how to grade correctly. Oh, yes. Okay, but I understand. Yes.
Es que los que llevamos contabilidad o las que cursaron secretariado daban esa materia. Que era escribir con símbolos.
Typing, maybe? Yeah, I understand. I need to search.
Right,
I have
with symbols.
with symbols.
Yes. Solo planas.
I am old.
Yes.
Mecanografía.
Mechanography. Maybe? No,
I
right?
love
It's
mecanografía.
mechanography. Like, okay, yes. So, good. What other questions? What other questions, everybody? Tell me the questions.
Why
Did
did you
you
like
You
music?
suffer
were start
bullying in the
working.
school?
When did you start working? Very good. Uh-huh.
Why
What
did
else?
you like music?
Again?
Why did you like music?
Why did I like music? Okay, that's a good question, right? Music relaxed me and also inspired me when I was a kid. When I was 12 years old, listening to music in English, I was really interested in English music, but I had no idea what they were talking. Uh, for example, I remember my first English song was from this group, Nazareth. Nazareth? Do you know Nazareth? Yes? No, Nazareth?
No,
No? You had never heard about Nazareth?
no.
Yes.
Yes? I heard that song and I really liked it. And what I did is like
Love Heart.
the other one. Uh, like like this one. No?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm playing music.
Eh,
Listen.
A lot romantic.
Okay. And I found it interesting. I don't know why. I was like 13 years old, maybe. This is a very like the 80s. And I found it like interesting. And I said, well, I like that music. And then I was like before we had cassettes. I used to buy blank cassettes and I was recording this music. Yeah, I really liked it. But and I learned how to, for example, I knew how to say, where are you now? Where are you now? But I didn't understand what I was saying. I just know how to say it, but I didn't know what I was saying, right? For example, I didn't understand when you said every single day. All right, like it says every single day. That's what he says, right? Every single day. But then I say every, I understand every, but single translation is like not married. When you're not married, you're single. I didn't understand this connection. Every single day, cada soltero día. So it had no logic for me, right? But then with the time you learn how the meaning, right? That's like you don't translate in that way. You don't understand in that way. Yes, but the idea is, to learn. I learned many things from music. Okay, now those questions, we have time. Now you need to ask those questions to another person and you need to tell me later. I'm gonna give you like exactly 10 minutes or less, like 7 minutes to practice with another person. And then you will need to tell me about that person, something about that person. For example, I have Eunice and let me see, and Rafael. You practice the questions and then I will tell you, okay, Rafael, tell me about Eunice. Oh, okay, Eunice, she was born in San Salvador. She grew up in Santa Tecla.
Oh
She
my God.
studied remember at least 5 things from that person. All right, so here we go. Let's go back to the rooms, but different rooms. And you need to remember what they're saying. I'm gonna ask you. Here we go. Okay. Don't go out. Christian, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, Christian.
No tengo la invitación.
No invitation? Okay, just give me a moment. Don't accept right now. Not right now. Don't accept. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Now, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can you see it? Okay, great. Let me get the other one. Can you see it now? Andrea?
Hi, coach.
Yeah, do you see the invitation?
Wait, in my phone, I have difficult. I don't internet now in
I
my
don't have
house.
internet.
No, it's the reason why I use my cell phone. Wait.
Okay, there you go. Hello, Irene.
Hi, I disconnected.
Who
I
were
don't
you
know why.
practicing? You were practicing with
No, I alone in the.
in the number one, right?
Mhm.
Okay, go now. Now let me see. Yes.
Where did you study?
Yes.
Um,
Yes, Jennifer?
yes.
What is the question? Where did you study? Is that the question?
Yes. Sí,
Okay.
Yes.
sí, pero no me acuerdo. No me acuerdo.
Where you studied? Invent. You had to invent. Don't worry. You can say, for example, I studied at flamenco college, or I studied invent. You need to invent. The idea is to
Okay.
give information.
I bilingual Brantford
I studied at.
and studied bilingual Brantford and I
Studied.
school studied Domingo Savio School.
Okay. All
What?
right. Continue, Hugo. More question.
What's the name?
What?
What's the name of the school?
El grado.
No, the name of the school. What is the name of the school?
Bilingual Brantford.
Bilingual Bramford. Okay.
Bilingual Brantford.
Okay.
And
It's
Domingo
bilingual.
Savio School.
Bilingual Bramford. Bilingual.
Frankfurt.
Okay.
Okay. And
Mhm.
what was the subject that you dislike in the school?
The English.
Okay, but give long answers. Try to give long answers. Okay, I didn't like English. Long answers.
Okay.
Jennifer.
I didn't like English.
Why? Why you didn't like English?
No sé, no me gusta.
Yeah, but give me a reason why. Because it was boring. Because I didn't understand. Because I didn't like the teachers. Maybe. All right.
I don't like it because
I didn't like it.
very difficult.
I didn't like it because
Very
it was difficult. Okay.
Yes.
But it's not difficult. English is very easy. It's easier than Spanish. Okay, continue with the question, but long answers, long answers.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Did you practice?
Hello, Christian Aguilar. Mr. Aguilar, finish?
Finish, teacher.
Finish?
Yo me
Okay.
salí porque como compañera pensé que se había regresado a la sala.
Yes, it's all about questions about getting to know someone in the past. You need to know how to formulate. For example, when you establish a conversation with a person, you need to ask questions. Hey, like, hey, where are you from? Okay, imagine you're speaking to someone from a different place, right? I'm from Santa Ana. Good. Let me see. How was your childhood, right? Let me see. Where did you grow up? How was your place? Describe your place. Like, for especially the towns are very different. Before, they were different than now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Everybody's coming. Okay, great. Yes. So we basically today we have been talking about past verbs, irregular verbs, right? And how to formulate questions in the past. For example, let me see, present affirmative. And for tomorrow, tomorrow we have evaluation. It's written evaluation. Please study regular and irregular verbs and how to formulate questions. How to formulate questions. For example, if I say it, let me say it. Let me say this. Michael, I was born in February 28, 1997. That is the answer. What is the question? It's like that. I was born in February 28, 1987. What is the question, Michael? If I have this answer, what will be the question?
¿Cuándo?
When was you born, Michael?
Yeah. In this case, for example, yes. The evaluation for tomorrow is like this. I will have an answer. You need to formulate questions. This is an example. I was born in February 28, 1987. What is the question?
When did you born?
When did you burn? Kind of, but remember that we don't use did. The question is a little bit different with the verb to be. How is that question? Rafael, help us.
Was.
Huh? What is the question?
The past of well, where, when?
What is the question?
When was born?
When was born, but you need the subject you. Okay. Imagine this is a question. Yeah, we need to know how to formulate these questions. Let me see. Let me get someone. Gamero, help us. When was you born? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit tomorrow. Gamero, what is the question?
When did you born?
What did you born? But remember that did is for action verbs. In this case, to be born is the verb to be in the past. Yes, the verb to be is was or where.
Yes.
What is the question?
What is the question?
The answer is, I was born in February 28, 1987. What is the question?
Do you born?
Again?
When do you born? When do you born?
When do, but we're in past.
When did you born?
When did you born? Okay, it's still.
When was you born?
When was you?
When
yeah.
were you born?
When were you born?
The question is when
were
you? When were you born? When were you born? Okay. Yes, we need to study that, and also the verb to be like that. Questions like that for tomorrow. Please study, and we're gonna have a short introduction how we use the verb to be, was and where. And for example, if I said, sorry for the Spanish, but sometimes like, ¿dónde estuviste ayer? How would you ask that question? So I would say, I was at home yesterday. What is the question?
Teacher, a mí eso me confunde cuándo usar el was y cuándo voy a usar el where.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna talk about that. That's the last topic of simple past. But yes, we're gonna study tomorrow that, and then we're gonna have a short evaluation study simple past. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello?
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye bye.